You guys want to see what happens when you try to withdraw more than $10,000 from a bank? Well, apparently just that thing happened in Youngstown, Ohio yesterday. They just can't handle it. I'm just kidding, that's not actually what happened. They said it was a gas leak, but maybe there was just some documents in there that they didn't want getting out. You let me know what you think happened. Anyway, there was a couple people that got injured, and I hope they all heal up properly. At the time of recording, Bitcoin is still sitting at about $67,500, and as I've said previously, we could be turning this previous downtrending level of resistance into support, and it looks like that's what's happening here now. Fortunately, it does look like we do have a silver cross with the 20-day moving average crossing above the 50-day moving average, and as long as we don't break down below this previous downtrending resistance line, I think we're still in play for this bull flag formation, which does have a price target of about $100,000. There's a few really big catalysts that I think people are overlooking, and I have mentioned this one before, with Biden having until Monday, actually, to decide if he's going to be vetoing that SAB 121 resolution or if it's going to be signed into law. If this resolution is actually signed into law, then it's going to make it possible for banks to actually custody cryptocurrency, and I think that's going to be a really big boon for the whole industry. A lot of people are really underestimating this right now, I think, but the only entity that can currently custody all of these cryptocurrencies is seemingly Coinbase. Coinbase is great and all, but I don't think they have all that much power, and if really big banks like JP Morgan are actually able to custody these cryptocurrencies, well then they're probably going to manipulate things, let's be honest, but they're probably also going to make sure that it's successful. In other really great news, and I had mentioned that this was going to eventually be happening, I'm kind of surprised it took so long actually, but according to this article on Bitcoin Magazine, BlackRock's $20 billion IBIT becomes the world's largest Bitcoin ETF. For a while there, GBTC was kind of running the show, and they did have a lot of outflows, which was kind of drawing the market down a little bit. But now with BlackRock issuing the largest Bitcoin ETF, I think they're really going to be leading the show even more than they were before, and there's really not any reason for people to pay attention to GBTC anymore. Yeah, it is really big, but there's a lot of really big players that are coming into the space now, and I just think that GBTC is going to be overshadowed by all of these big entities that are stealing the limelight. The fuck? I can't speak. Anyway. Additionally, according to this article on Cointelegraph, it looks like Friday is going to be a really big day for options expiries. There's going to be $6.5 billion in expiries, and it looks like the Bitcoin bulls have strong incentives to push the Bitcoin price above $70,000. Further down in the article, it says a $65,900 price would favor put options by $95 million, while an expiry at $70,000 or higher would yield $270 million advantage for call options. This means that the max pain is actually above $70,000, and with the current price being at $67,500, I think it's going to be easier for the bulls to push it above $70,000 and to cause max pain for the bears. I was talking about big players entering the space, and it doesn't get all that much bigger than nation states. And now, according to this other article on Cointelegraph, it looks like Argentina is aiming to learn something from El Salvador's Bitcoin success. We recently had Javier Milei, the president of Argentina, meeting up with Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, and it looks like Javier Milei might want to learn something from Bukele because obviously they've had a really big turnaround in the violent crimes and in their economy. A lot of it obviously has to do with Mr. Bukele taking real strict control over the gangs in his country, locking up an insane amount, like 90-something% if I remember right. And since they accepted Bitcoin as legal tender, they've actually been raking in billions of dollars in profits. In the article it says Argentina is moving forward with regulating the local cryptocurrency market and passing registration requirements for crypto firms in April. The country has been actively moving into cryptocurrencies since Bitcoin-friendly politician Javier Milei became Argentina's president in late 2023. As I said, whenever Bitcoin was accepted as legal tender in El Salvador for the first time, I thought this was going to be a really great step in the right direction for them. It might not have been the greatest timing at the time, but since they did continue to accumulate through the bear market, it looks like it's starting to pay off, and now we're starting to see other countries follow their example. According to this post by Watcher.Guru, it looks like the SEC and Gary Gensler continue to take big fat L's, as a judge has just ordered the SEC to pay almost $2 million in damages for abusing its power against a crypto company called Debtbox. Their losses continue to pile up, and as they continue to lick their wounds, hopefully they're going to soften their stance on cryptocurrency and actually try to protect investors, because what they've been doing up until this point is just pissing everybody off. Finally, according to this article on Yahoo Finance, it looks like Ryan Salami, part of the inner circle at the collapsed crypto exchange FTX, has been sentenced to prison, with him receiving a 7.5-year prison term plus 3 years of supervised release. I don't really know what to say about this, but I guess seeing more of these FTX goons go to jail is only going to improve investor confidence. So Ryan Salami, I hope you enjoy the salammer. Okay, that was a bad joke. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Biden going to veto that SAB 121 resolution? And if he lets it go into law, are the banks actually going to start trying to push cryptocurrency to clients? Or are we going to continue seeing them attack cryptocurrency because it's a direct threat to their business? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if I brought you value. But most importantly, don't forget to do only good every day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.